have my yoga blocks. If you prefer to be on your sofa or your bed, you can absolutely do that. We're going to do a lot of hip stuff. And if you've been hanging out with me a while, you know my hips are not my friends right now. And I'm just feeling really tight. And so I want to show you kind of the way that I deal with extra tight hips on extra hard days. So we're going to start on our backs. And I do have blocks handy. I got a very hot, noisy pug. So hopefully I won't need to kick her out of here because she's pretty noisy. All right, so we're just gonna start on our forearms with our knees bent, and we're just gonna go side to side. Those windshield wipers, we come here a lot, but it's a different sensation when we're on our forearms. We won't be here long, but I just wanna bring some movement to my back and into my hips. 2 more. All right, come back, and we're gonna take the right leg, lift it up, and cross it over the left. So I've made this little figure 4 type shape. And again, I'm gonna go side to side. I'm not looking for a super huge stretch just yet through the hips. I'm just telling my hips to kind of wake up a little bit. All right, 2 more. And then uncross the right, lift the left, and you will cross it over the right. Now I can't make that figure 4, but I can cross it slightly. So I'm still getting a stretch on the outside of my left leg. It's just not as intense of a stretch. So again, we have to listen to our own bodies here. 2 more. Perfect. Last one. Now go ahead and lower the feet. Come on down to your back. I got a stupid hair clip in, so I got to turn my head through the whole thing. All right, arms are going to tee out. You're going to drop your knees to the left, windshield wiper, back up to center, drop them to the right. Same movement that we just did, but when we're completely on our back, it's a little different sensation. 2 more. Perfect. Last set. Come back. I'm losing the clip. All right, now cross right over left, just like we did, and go side to side. Okay, so you're gonna feel little subtleties. That's what we're looking for, is just subtle changes. 2 more. This is especially good if you've had to sit a lot. Uncross the right, cross left over right, maybe make that window, maybe not, maybe just rest. Like I have my ankle pressing onto my right knee. That's as much of an open as I can get, and I'm okay with it. I'm barely rocking. So you do you. If you've sat a lot, or you've had a long commute, or you've been on an airplane, this is really good. 2 more. Perfect. Last one. Bring your feet to the mat. Take the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide. Now, I have my blocks nearby, especially for my left hip. I'm going to let the left hip find a block just to give it a place to land. My right hip would probably be okay opening all the way to the floor, but just to keep some equanimity in the body and some equality in the body, I'm going to use blocks. You don't have to. You can let the knees open all the way. Get a nice stretch for your inner thighs. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Do 1 more breath. Just allowing the body to be still. Next inhale, close the knees. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Tick-tock your knees into each other. This releases the low back. I like to come here into my final pose, but I'm just releasing my back. For some reason, it's super cranky today, so I'm just gonna let it get a little break. Open up the knees. Take your right leg up to the sky. Now, obviously, we can use a strap if you want, or you can also just hook your hands behind your hamstring. Then we're going to start to make some circles. Remember, the hip is a ball and socket joint, so it likes to move in circles. Every time we move in a circle with our leg, we're increasing synovial fluid. Lotion. Motion is lotion, right? We gotta lube that joint. Now go the opposite way. Looking how my leg is not looking for super straight. I'm not looking for a hamstring stretch. Today, I'm looking for mobility in my hip. When we used the strap, we were looking for a long leg with lots of muscle stretching. I'm just getting the hip. All right. Now, my knee is going to remain bent. I got my hands on my right leg. I'm just going to open and close. So let the knee open to the right and then bring it back and up and over. I'm not going far over, just a little bit past center. 2 more. And now I'm going to open up the right knee to stay. I'm just going to cradle it with my right hand and let it stay. Okay. Take a breath, bring it up, and let's try the left leg. Oof, interlace your fingers. Start to draw some circles. They can be really small like me. This side does not like that joint to be moving. And it's not the joint in my situation that is bad. The artificial joint is fine. It's the tissue around the joint. So every time I move it, that tissue gets irritated and inflamed. Go the other way. But soon I will be having surgery again. And they're going to make a graft to rebuild my tissue. Hopefully that will help. All right, now you're going to open the knee and close the knee. Just let it open and close. Our hips and our shoulders really like circular movements. But if we do a lot of sitting and a lot of walking, which I do, come back and lower it, we tend to stay in neutral. And so the ball is not getting a chance to really roll around. Now I am in the water quite a bit, and that I'm able to, move my legs in the water. All right, take your legs straight up. Don't have to be straight. I'm gonna keep mine nice and softly bent, one hand on each leg. I'm gonna float my legs wide-ish, as wide as I can go. Right leg's gonna open, left is not. So you do you. And breathe. This is a nice stretch for the inner thighs. Perfect. Come back up, drop the feet, right leg straight up. Now make this one straight-ish. Bring your toes towards your nose, and then we're gonna make that figure 4. So I'm gonna cross, and then my right hand is immediately gonna go to my knee, and I'm gonna push my knee away from me. So I've got a nice open front of my hip. This might be enough for you. And if it is, fantastic. If you would like a little bit more, and you can keep the knee away from you, reach through that little window, grab your left leg and pull both in. This is pigeon on your back, if you're familiar with pigeon pose, or figure 4 on your back. Now, to get it a little juicier, this is what I love, is to tip over to the left. You'll feel a big stretch through your right cheek, and it feels good. Come back to center, uncross the right. Your hands are already on your left. Reach your left straight as you can. Now, open up the hip, open up the knee, and cross the ankle over the thigh. You will do that. Same thing as we did on the right side. Your left will make that figure 4. And then you can stay as you are, or you can begin to push the left knee away from you, opening up the hip. Weave your hands through the window, grab your right leg, and pull both in. Okay, so I'm very much modifying this. I'm not crossing anything. I'm just bringing both in. And now tip over to the right. You should feel a nice stretch on the left cheek. And then come back up, lower your feet, roll over to your right side, and sit yourself up. We come to this quite a bit. It's that mermaid, beautiful mermaid-ish shape of the body. You take the hand onto the left hip, push it forward. Okay, we're gonna keep it forward, and then bring your hands around to the right side, and then look over your right shoulder. This may be enough. Okay, it's a big stretch for the left quad, for the left hip. If you want more and your body is saying, okay, drop your forearms, look at your right hip, let your head hang. Take a breath or two. If you're on your forearms, begin to come back to your hands. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. I'm going to try to transition a little more gracefully than I normally do. I'm going to come onto my knees and then over to my left cheek, feet are to the right. So uncomfortable. All right, push the hip forward and then turn to the left, okay? If you're good here, stay. If you want more, drop your forearms and look at your left hip. Take a breath or two. Hands come back to the mat. Push yourself back up. So hard. All right, we're going to come to butterfly and then we're going to make our way up for a final few stretches for the hips. All right. Soles of your feet are going to come together. We do this one a lot. I'm going to use blocks to support my body. Actually, I'm not even going to open up my left hip because it hurts. So my right foot is going to come to the inside. We did this yesterday. Here's your feet, here's your knees. You're going to sit. Nice tall spine. Hinge forward. Okay? So one of the gifts of this practice, not this practice, but the yoga practice, is to really look at the body and to see what shows up for you. When something shows up, we think certain things. So we look at, what am I thinking? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it neutral? Is it working in my favor? Is it harming me? We look at our heart. How does this feel? It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel what you feel. All feelings are real and valid. But then it's, what do we do with it? Do we push through and harm the body? Or do we say, hey, not today. My leg's not moving that way today. All right, you're going to gracefully come out of butterfly and you will make your way up to a standing position, however you need to get there. I'm using blocks to get there. All right, pull up your yoga pants, do what you got to do, have a seat on that horse and hinge way back. Booty's going to go way back. Okay, so I'm taking my hands, opening up my knees, externally rotating my hips. I'm going to look over my right shoulder. This is something we come to often. Come back and look over the left shoulder. Come on back and press yourself up. Now we're going to come into a gate version standing. You can also do gate pose on your knees if you would prefer to not deal with balance. So I'll show you both variations. Stay on my knees for the first one. So plop down with me. It's kind of fun. Take your right knee and open up. Okay? Right hand's going to go to the inside. Spine is straight. Now I'm not worried about balance at all. If this hurts your knee, put a blanket or even a pillow underneath and then push that right leg behind you. It's a beautiful way. Now let's add a little side body stretch because we can't forget the spine. It's called gate pose. Come back up and we'll switch sides. Okay, left knee, oof, opens. Use your left hand to open it. Nice straight spine. Right hand goes up and over we go. Come back up and lower it while we're here so that we don't have to come back before we stand back up. Let's come into a runner's lunge. So I'm going to actually take my yoga mat and double it over so that I have some padding on my knee. So I'm going to come back to my knees. We're going to start with the right leg. Bring the right foot forward and then sink. Ooh la la. So the left hip is coming down. Right knee is bent a bunch. I'll turn so that you can see the shape of this runner's lunge. There we go. Okay, so we're just, hands are on the inside of the right foot, letting the left hip have some gravity, feeling that pull. Feels nice. You can take a dragonfly twist if you'd like. We do this a lot without the knee down. Don't have to. Let's walk our hands back, get a little bitty hamstring stretch, and then we'll do the other side. So bring the right foot through. Left foot comes forward. I'm going to use a block here. I want the floor to come to me because this hurts. And I'm going to push my right hip down. Okay, so I'm having the block here to bring the floor higher so I don't have to have so much of a flexion. I could take the dragonfly twist if I want to, and then return. Sink the hips back, get a little baby hamstring stretch. Bend the knee. And now let's make our way back up. Okay, now let's try gate pose with some balance. So if you know balance is a struggle for you, feel free to grab a wall or a chair. If you are opting to stay on the floor or you're limited to being on the floor of the bed, just take gate pose again with your knees down. So left leg is going to be our standing leg. I'm going to lift my right and open up. Okay? Close it. Whoa. And open it. One more. Close, open, and stay. Here we are in gate pose with a standing balance. Arms can tee out for balance. One can be down, one can be up, both can be down. You pick your arms. Take a breath, close your gate, and return. Shift the weight to your right leg. Lift your left. Swing your gate open. Okay? I'm going to hold on to my gate just to support that leg that is problematic. Right hand's going to go out. Close the gate. Open the gate. One more. Close the gate. Open the gate and stay. Beautiful. Close your gate and lower it. Put your hands on your hips. Step wide and let's hula hoop. If you are sitting, hula hoop your body. We've done it before. Comes from the Kundalini tradition, but in this case we're really just loosening up the hips, invigorating the spine, bringing some mobility. Go the other way. Perfect. Last two stretches. Keep your feet wide-ish, even if you're sitting or standing. We're going to jut that hip out as we take a side bend. Reach up, grab your left arm, pull up and over and push your left hip out. Come back up, grab your right arm, push your right hip out as you reach. One more time each side. Inhale up, grab your left, inhale up, grab your right, exhale over, inhale up, and done. Now tomorrow is day 15, which means we are halfway through 30 days of yoga. Halfway through. Remember, I'm doing a giveaway at the end of 30 days. So if you've participated and you haven't commented, you haven't reached out to me, do so that I know that you're watching, I know that you're practicing. And at the end of 30 days, I have a pretty fun giveaway, and I'm excited to give it away to some lucky random person who's participated. I'll pull a name at the end and I will ship you, or hand deliver if you're local, a pretty cool prize. All right, so tomorrow is day 15. Because we're halfway through, we're gonna have another full practice. We're gonna have a whole practice. Start on the ground all the way through. If you choose to stay in a chair, that's fine, but it'll be a full practice, centering, warming up, moving through a flow, coming to some standing strength or seated strength, and closing down the practice. We'll go through the whole thing. It'll be 30 minutes or so. So, another chance to put everything together that we've learned. put all the pieces into play. And I'll see you tomorrow for halfway point, halfway through 30 days of yoga. See ya.